I came from a tradition of working abstractly. I had done so for many years. And I discovered at some point that I preferred to be able to work with a figure, and my ideas went toward working with a figure in a very specific and personal way. So I, having tried to do this in welding, I found it was really not a suitable means. I worked a bit in stone, and I found that that had obstacles of scale and materials that were not easy to deal with. So I went back to working in clay to be cast in bronze, and it suited me well. Charlie's looking at the piece to work out how he is going to make a mold of this. The very first thing that happens after they've laid down the plastic under it is that they cover it with a very thin coat, probably 3 centimeters thick at the extreme, but less mostly, usually about 1.5 centimeters, of rubber, a flexible rubber that retrieves every detail of the figure. And when they have finished that, they cover it in what's called a mother mold, which is a plaster mold within which the rubber lies, which keeps the rubber secure and does not allow it to distort or bend. But when they go to the next stage, they will get the positive image there of the figure that they are hoping for. At this point, they're peeling off the rubber mold, having taken off the external plaster mother mold, and they are going to take this down to the foundry. There's the wax being painted inside of the rubber mold, and the wax will be a complete replica of the original figure, but done in segments. You're seeing the wax in green, it is in the negative. This is the wax in the positive. Once it's done, it is an envelope. Okay, we're now looking at a wax that's being covered with plaster. The tubes on the outside are to let air out. They'll have lots of little places where they meet with the interior and of the wax, the green wax. And when the wax is burned out, it will leave an envelope, a hollow envelope, for the bronze to be poured into. You can see the white plaster has been poured all the way down through the interior of the wax. You can see it at the end of the arms. The hands have been done separately. They're usually closer to completely full bronze. ash and impurities are coming off, so it's only pure bronze. It's now being poured into a mold, which is a segment of the whole, until it is full up. Now, you are seeing the positive of the bronze in its final form before the patina goes on. And I'm there trying to establish where the feathers go that had to be cast separately. The bronze is been reassembled and is in a kind of buffed bronze color. There's no other word for it. And it is going to be patinaed in a color that suggested to me something of the state of mind of this piece, which is someone whose life is marginal and possibly ghostly, about to give up. People ask me about the feathers and why I've used them. I have used feathers before, but each time for a different intent. The feathers that burst from his hands and cascade down his body refer obliquely to the shattered promise of peace. It's something that is so frequently symbolized by a bird, a white dove, but not in this case. The figure is in the palest and most ghostly grey, and that is deliberate.